be honest. How much of what you're doing every day is actually moving you forward? And how much of it just feels productive? Answering emails, rearranging your workspace, planning and planning and planning again. It looks like progress, but is it? Today, we're breaking down the difference between inspired action versus busy work, because confusing the two is one of the biggest reasons people feel stuck in manifestation and in life. Inspired action is often talked about in manifestation as taking action when it feels aligned. But let's make this practical. Inspired action is intentional, aligned with your goals, often slightly uncomfortable. Results focus. It's not always easy. It's not always exciting, but it moves you forward. For example, posting content even when you feel unsure, applying for opportunities, launching something imperfectly, reaching out to someone. It's action that creates momentum. Busy work is different. It's an activity that keeps you occupied without creating meaningful progress. So, for example, endlessly researching, tweaking things that are already good enough, organizing instead of executing, consuming content instead of creating. Busy work feels safe because it avoids risk, rejection, failure, and your brain prefers safety. That's why it's easy to get stuck there. This isn't laziness, it's biology. Your brain is wired to avoid discomfort and protect you from perceived threats. Even something simple like posting online can trigger fear of judgment. The amygdala plays a key role here. It doesn't distinguish between physical danger and social discomfort very well. So instead of doing the risky thing, your brain suggests safer alternatives. Let's just plan more. Let's improve this first. Let's wait until we're ready. And just like that, you're busy, but not progressing. Here is a simple way to check. Ask yourself, if I keep doing this for 30 days, will it actually change my results? If the answer is no, it's probably busy work. Another test, does this action expose me to growth or hide me from it? Inspired action usually involves visibility, feedback, uncertainty. Busy work avoids all three. One of the biggest traps is confusing movement with progress. You can fill your entire day with tasks and still avoid the one thing that matters. This is sometimes linked to pattern study in behavioral psychology, where you choose tasks that are quick satisfaction overall long-term results. Checking things off a list feels good, even if those things don't actually move you forward. Let's be real, inspired action doesn't always feel like excitement, confidence, clarity. Sometimes it feels like resistance, nervousness, uncertainty. But underneath that, there's a sense of this matters. That's the difference. It's not about feeling perfect. It's about feeling pulled towards something meaningful, even if it's uncomfortable. If you've been stuck in busy work, don't overcomplicate it. You don't need a new system. You need a shift in focus. Change from what I can do today to what actually moves the needle. Because one aligned action is worth more than 10 safe ones. Okay, so your action steps, should you choose to do them. First, identify your needle-moving task. Ask, what is one action that would actually create progress? Not 10 things, just the one. Do it first. Before emails, before scrolling, before organizing. Do the important thing first. Set a 30-minute rule. Commit to 30 minutes of focused action on that task. No distractions. Start before you're ready. Notice the discomfort. When you feel resistance, don't avoid it. Recognize it as a sign you're doing something that matters. Reduce your busy work. Limit excessive planning, unnecessary research, perfectionism. These have their place, but not as avoidance. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be isn't more effort, it's better direction. Inspired action moves you forward. busy work keeps you comfortable. And if you're honest with yourself, you probably already know which one you've been choosing. The good news, you can change that today. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more real, practical strategies to build your dream life. Until next time, bye guys.